Senators Lindsey Graham and Richard Blumenthal urge Iran to stay out of the Israel-Hamas war while asking Israel to halt military operations. One America's Nathaniel Manner has more.
Democrat Richard Blumenthal and Republican Lindsey Graham are reaching across the aisle to call for war with Iran. Speaking in a CNN State of the Union interview on Sunday, the two senators laid out their sense of the Senate resolution that says if the Lebanese-backed terrorist group Hezbollah were to join the war, then the United States should launch missile strikes against the Islamic regime.
Israel is begging us to deter Iran. They don't want the war to widen. If any of our troops are killed in Syria and Iraq by Iranian-backed militias, I think that's an expansion of the war. So the resolution puts Iran on notice that all this military force in the region will be coming after you if you expand this war by activating Hezbollah or killing an American through your proxies in Syria and Iraq. And they need to hear that. They need to believe that.
Blumenthal agreed that while this non-binding measure was aggressive, it is absolutely necessary to deter Iran from taking more steps to destroy the world's only Jewish state and prevent them from promoting radical Islamic terrorism against Israel and the West. However, they did not show the same hawkish support when it came to Israel defending itself against terrorists, even calling on the nation to agree to a temporary humanitarian ceasefire.
I agree that there should be a pause to enable more humanitarian relief, food, fuel, water to reach the Palestinians, but also to enable release of the hostages. I've met almost every day by phone or in person, and we saw them when we were in Israel with the families of hostages. These situations are really heartbreaking, and I think that we should do a humanitarian pause to enable release of the hostages.
But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ignored Democrats' pleas to ask Israel to stand down, not until Hamas releases the 250 innocent hostages that they took captive.
Well, there will be no ceasefire, general ceasefire in Gaza without the release of our hostages. As far as tactical little pauses, an hour here, an hour there, we've had them before. I suppose we'll check the circumstances in order to enable goods, humanitarian goods to come in, or our hostages, individual hostages to leave. But I don't think there's going to be a general ceasefire.
Netanyahu has repeatedly called out Hamas and their sympathizers for demanding that Israel lay down her arms, saying this move ends not only with the destruction of the state of Israel, but the murder of all Jews worldwide, as Hamas promises in their founding charter. Nathaniel Manner, One America News.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.